Hey, what's up? James Madison, John Adams, George Washington, James Monroe, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, James Polk, Zachary Taylor, Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan. All of these presidents were owned enslaved Africans. That's a fact. Whether it was 2 to 300 enslaved Africans, that's a fact. Then you had John Quincy Adams and Abraham Lincoln, who weren't enslavers, but weren't sympathetic to the plight of enslaved Africans in the United States. Abraham Lincoln probably is the one who has the most sordid and mixed, but really not really understood positions on enslaving people in the United States. I'll read a few things that he said in terms of his views on slavery, the institution, and how it mattered to the foundation of the Union. August 21st, 1858, Lincoln versus Douglas debate. So I'm going to be reading from my book that's right behind my phone. In this debate, he said to Stephen Douglas, "I have no purpose directly or indirectly to interfere with the institution of slavery in the states where it exists. I believe I have no lawful right to do so, and I have no inclination to do so." Or September 18th, 1858. "I am not, nor have ever been in favor of bringing about in any way the social and political equality of the white and black races. I am not, nor ever have been in favor of making voters or jurors of Negroes, nor of qualifying them to hold office, nor to intermarry with white people. And I will say, in addition to this, there is no physical difference between the white and black races, which I believe will forever forbid the two races living together on terms of social and political equality. And inasmuch as they cannot so live, while they do remain together, there must be the position of superior for whites and inferior for blacks. And as much as any other man, I am in favor of having the superior position assigned to the white race." October 15th, 1858. "We profess to have no taste for running and catching niggers. At least I profess no taste for that job at all. Why then do I yield to support a fugitive slave law? Because I do not understand that the Constitution, which guarantees that right, can be supported without it." August 4th. That's all of that is before Abraham Lincoln wins the presidency in 1860. South Carolina has the ordinance of succession and proceeds to secede from the Union. And why did they succeed? On the issue of chattel slavery. Abraham Lincoln's now in office. First statement that's recorded, or that I put in my book that he's made, is getting black people out of this country. On repatriation in Central America, there, and this is August 14th, 1862, there is an unwillingness on the part of our people, as harsh as it may be, for you free colored people to remain with us. If intelligent colored men such as are before me would move in this matter, much might be accomplished. It is exceedingly important that we have men capable of thinking as white men. Another statement he made in 1862, "If I could save the Union without freeing any slave, I would do it. What I do about slavery and the colored race, I do because I believe it helps to save the Union." Let me pause there for a second, right? Because there's many attributes given to Abraham Lincoln on the Emancipation Proclamation. First, it was unenforceable in the Confederacy, so they're not a part of the United States at that time. Number two, it slavery really wasn't a institution that was viable anymore in the United States, because if the Southern economy thrived off of chattel slavery, and part of the Northern economy also did, once the states separated, there at that point there is no use of in slavery in the United States. Now, what Abraham Lincoln is saying, if he could have prevented the splitting of the Union and keeping slavery in place, he would have. That's what he said. He said that in the Douglas debates. He said that in many statements leading up to the Emancipation Proclamation. So, which doesn't jive with him saying near the end of the Civil War, I am naturally anti-slavery. If slavery is not wrong, nothing is wrong. I cannot remember when I did not think so thick and feel. I just listed 5 statements Abraham Lincoln made to say that's not true. So while we're sitting here and we give Abraham Lincoln this lofty position, oh, he's the best president in American history, he freed the slaves, Abraham Lincoln did nothing. Abraham Lincoln was an opportunist. He's an opportunist that took the plight of Black Americans, enslaved Africans, and freed men. He took that position and he used it to gain support in the United States to fight the Confederacy. It is my firm belief that had that not taken place, right, we would not be in this position today, right? If Abraham Lincoln really were a true abolitionist, was truly anti-slavery, which none of his positions point to that, we may have been a separate nation, or he would have made the statement saying, hey, I don't care what you say, slavery is reprehensible, it's immoral, and we should not be having people of any race enslaved in the United States. But he did not. And since he didn't, that's where we are today. When you sit back and you say, hey, I want to give Abraham Lincoln these props, please for a second understand that Abraham Lincoln isn't the guy you think he is. And so much of this attribution to him is unwarranted.